Hey everybody, it's Victoria Marie and I'm here with Free Flow Wednesday, and here's our beautiful inspiration piece. Isn't that gorgeous? And here's the layout that I created based off that piece. I'm doing this with the one and only Adele, who you know as Inky Quill. And we decided for this layout that we wanted to use fibers in some way, so I decided to use tulle, and I've never used tulle on my layout before. And this particular layout is a photo of my little girl that I took when we were at the park one day. And just sometimes, you snap a picture of someone and it's just incredible. And this picture is definitely one of those really incredible photos. Of course, my kid is incredibly photogenic. I'm not just saying that because I'm her mama, but okay, maybe I am. So I wanted to do something that was, again, very free-flowing, hence Free Flow Wednesday. I love to layer, and if you guys have seen my videos over at the Victoria Marie YouTube channel, I have done quite a number of videos where I've done a bit of layering. So I'm taking some 6x6 paper, and that is from, who is that by? I'm trying to remember. I believe that's a Maggie Holmes 6x6 paper pack. I believe so. And that, oh no, I take that back. That's Heidi Swap. And so I also take a bit of tulle, and I just had that laying around my stash. I purchased a roll for a coworker's baby shower recently, and I took home the extras. And then I have a turquoise doily that I believe is Recollections brand or Paper Studio, one of the two. So I'm going to staple that tulle, and I didn't want it to be, I kind of want it to be wonky, so I sort of folded it in a kind of a skewed way. Then I have this pattern piece of paper, and it came out of my stash, so I don't remember who the manufacturer was. Maybe I do. I think it's crepe paper. And that background initially was just a little bit too much for me. I'm going to abandon this background here in a few, but I decided to cover it with gesso. And sometimes this just doesn't look right to me. Like, there are people that can use gesso and mixed media products and it looks fabulous. And then it seems like when I do it, I feel like a dunce. It just doesn't translate well on my layouts. So doing a bit more layering, I'm cutting some of the scrap pieces that I cut from that 6x6 paper and creating some fishtails at the end, and I'm going to layer that in the back of that cluster. And so I wanted a lot of movement, and I wanted a lot of texture and a lot of height on this, this layout. So I'm going to staple all that together with my tiny attacher. And now I'm thinking about embellishing, and it's at this point that I'm thinking I need to add... No, it's at this point that I'm thinking that I'm not sure about that floral paper in the back. Not sure. So I grabbed some Maggie Holmes die cuts. A lot of what I'm using is from Maggie Holmes. And I'm sort of shopping these die cuts around the page. I'm getting ready to cut that little piece there and continuing to layer. Now, I did not have this planned out. I sat down and pulled out some things that had been sitting in my stash and decided to... make something for Free Flow Wednesday. And since it was Free Flow Wednesday, I did not want to plan it out. I just wanted to see where my crafty mind took me. So I'm continuing to layer in between the layers, and that's another way to add some height to your layered clusters. Then I'm thinking I was going to use those die cuts from Dear Lizzie collection, and I didn't. So as you see, I have switched now to the white background paper because I couldn't live with that loud floral, and I think this just calmed it down and toned it down, and so now the picture really pops and the colors really pop too. Usually when I'm going down this path, I'm thinking I need sort of the volume on the page to be decreased, if that makes sense, because that floral paper was just a bit too loud. So I grab a black and white stripe sticker die cut from, let's see, that was another Dear Lizzie sticker set that I had just laying around. And I put that on the left side of that cluster just to add a bit more interest. Now, the pieces of pattern paper that I have at the top right are not going to stay. I'm going to end up moving that. Then I'm also using some more stickers from the Dear Lizzie sticker sheet. And I'm not seeing what this collection is called. And I'm thinking I'm going to place that hello there. The flowers look good, so I'm going to leave them there. Then I find some more stickers. I want to add a bit more pink because in that inspiration mood board, it had some of that fuchsia pink as well as blue. So keeping with that. Add the ampersand, and I'm thinking I want to use that little piece that I cut there to journal, but I decide, nope, I'm just going to go ahead and layer. Now, I don't mind using whole pieces to layer because the thing is, It's going to sit in your stash anyway, so you might as well just use it. And it's not like we don't buy stuff. And so I just want to use things up and not have it sit in my stash. So I cut the extra piece of that little strip off, and I'm going to layer that on itself. And that looks good. Okay, and do a little bit at the bottom. And now I'm thinking, okay, what I want to do for a title, but then I kind of hold off on that because I want to do some more embellishing. So I have some really pretty Craft Market puffy stickers by Crate Paper. And I decided to sprinkle that around the page, a little heart, and some of these little diamond shapes, just to add a bit more movement. And then I grabbed some flowers from the Maggie Holmes Open Book Collection. And I don't normally, I say this all the time when I make layouts with flowers. I don't normally use flowers, but I really, really love this collection. It's so pretty. And then it had some gold sparkly leaves, so I decided to add that as well to the layout and just continuing to layer up. And that is starting to look really good. This is the type of scrapbooking, if I'm trying to do something that's not so linear, that I'm very comfortable with. I love to layer. So now I'm trying to decide on a title, and I'm going to add this little strip there at the bottom because there's a little black mark there, and I'm trying to, you may not see it on the recording, but I'm trying to cover it up. I'm being sneaky and covering that up. And plus I needed a place for my title and my journaling to go. I was going to put that word love there, and then I decided against that. So I pull out some frames, and I thought I was going to put a frame down there, but I had this little piece cut from another frame, and I decided that'll work as an anchor. Then I grab another flower from that Maggie Holmes Open Book Collection, and then I put this beautiful, beautiful font that says, or word that says shine, and this is from the Dear Lizzie collection by Thickers, and it's called Royal. These are such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thickers. Then I do some journaling that basically says you are amazing and strong. No matter what life brings, always remember to be brave and shine. And sometimes when I do layouts like this, I don't want to journal a whole lot. I just might want to put a little, life nugget. So when my daughter is looking back on this, then she has pieces of my advice sprinkled throughout her scrapbooks. So I'm going to, speaking of sprinkle some Black Velvet Heidi Shine on the page. And I'm adding some foam dots to give a little bit more height to the layout, and I think I'm done. So as you can see, there's lots of beautiful layers there. Absolutely gorgeous. I think this turned out really good. This is going to go on my daughter's 5-year-old album, and here's some pictures that are coming up. I do want to say that this is going to be my last layout for Crafty Maven. I'm taking a break for a little bit as I sit on the Scraptastic design team, and I can't be on another design team while I'm on Scraptastic. So hopefully I'll be back, but you'll see me obviously on the Facebook group. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you soon.